Dear honorable viewers, all the students of class 7 and their parents, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to the assignment solution for 2022 fourth week. Subjects of this week are English and Bangladesh and Global Studies, and today's topic is Bangladesh and Global Studies. If you already subscribed in my channel, thank you very much. If not, please subscribe now to get the notification of next video, and that will inspire me for the next video development. For this, click on the subscribe button below the video, then click on the bell icon, and then click on the option all. Let's see the given assignment. Guidelines. Here are some cues for students. They would identify our culture and determining our customs and tradition. Explain our culture in terms of religion, language, and community. Explain the difference between rural and urban culture. And determine at least between the cultural life of Bengalis and ethnic minority groups to prove the existence of cultural differences between them. Indicators. Identifying material and non-material culture, identifying and explaining the cultural difference, explaining the rural and urban culture elements, determining the cultural difference between Bengalis and ethnic minority groups. Title of the assignment: The Cultural Diversity of Bangladesh. You can write only this part as the title of the assignment, or you can write both of them. The cultural diversity of Bangladesh, determining the cultural difference between rural, urban, and Bengali ethnic minority groups by identifying culture from the traditional customs of Bangladesh and describing the reasons for variation. Assignment number 2. Title of the assignment. From here you have to start. The cultural diversity of Bangladesh. The cultural diversity of Bangladesh is described below. Number A. The material elements of folk culture. The elements of folk culture that can be touched and are called material elements, such as folk art, weaving, bronze or conch industry, bronze industry, pottery, nokshikatha, cane industry, etc. Public transport, boats, palanquins, etc. Apart from these, there are folk sports, folk remedies, folk music, folk food, folk medicine, folk ornaments, etc. Non-material elements of folk culture. Cultural issues that cannot be grasped and touched, that is born out of human thought and spread by word of mouth, are called material elements of folk culture. Literature is the main subject matter. There is no written form of these literatures. It is spread in the mouths of people. Literature of this genre is also known as Loko Sahitya, such as folk tales and anecdotes, folk songs, folk proverbs, ডাক, খনার বচন, ছেলে ভোলানো ছড়া, ধাঁধা, folk drama, etc. Number B. Cultural differences. Cultural differences are highlighted in terms of religion, language, and community. Cultural differences in the judgment of religion. Religion plays a very important role in the life of the individual and society. On a festival of one religion, such as Eid festival, Sorry for the mistake. Eid festival of Muslims, Durga Puja of Hindus, Buddhist, full moon of Buddhist, Christmas of Christians, etc. Cultural differences in the judgment of language. Most of the people of Bangladesh speak Bengali. On the other hand, people of small ethnic group like Sakma, Marma, Garo, Khashia, etc. have different languages, Dravidian, Sanskritic, etc. and are a mixture of many foreign languages. Cultural diversity in the judgment of community. Cultural diversity is also seen in Bangladesh in terms of communities like religion and language. Apart from the spectacular rituals of the religious communities of this country, everyone has a different way of life in the social rituals. Each community has its own set of rules because there are differences in observance. Number C. Elements of rural and urban culture. The four cultural differences between rural and urban are identified and explained below. Number one, occupational and cultural differences. Rural people are associated with different types of occupations. Notable among the professionals who live in the village are farmers, fishermen, weavers, blacksmiths, potters, boatmen, tailors, cobiras, doctors, etc. Number two, cultural differences on clothing. Once upon a time, a people of the village wore ordinary clothes. The men wore only lungi or worked in agriculture, we wearing genji or fatwa. Girls usually wear cotton saris. Boys wear lungi shirts as well as pant shirt, girls wear salwar kameez, saris, etc. Number three, differences on cultural events. The people of the village organize various cultural events like Pala Parban, Jatra, Lathi Khela, boat race, etc. The people of the city spend their leisure time through various kinds of concerts, watching movies, etc. Number four, differences in eating habits. People of the village eat fish, rice, vegetables, pulses, etc. Different types of pitha puli are made. Many of the villagers sell their vegetables to meet their food needs. There is a difference between eating rice, fish, meat and the food of urban people. Many people in the city go to fast food shops. Many of them prefer burgers, sandwiches, etc. Number D. Cultural difference between Bengalis and ethnic minority groups. The differences between the Bengali culture and the culture of the minority groups are given below. Number one, festive differences. There are differences in Bengali culture and culture of small ethnic groups. Soitra, Sankranti, New Year, Pohela Falgun, etc. are significant in Bengali culture. On the other hand, cultural festivals among small ethnic groups are Boishak, Biju, Boishabi, etc. Number two, differences in folk beliefs. In the past, the tendency of folk beliefs was very high among the people of rural Bengal, but now it is increasing day by day with the touch of modernity. Number three, clothing variation. In Bengali culture, Bengali men wear lungi, pants, genji. Girls wear shari, salwar kameez, etc. On the other hand, members of small ethnic groups wear pinon, thami, angi, etc. Number four, dietary differences. In Bengali culture, people eat halal food according to their religion, whereas people of some small ethnic groups believe that a certain animal is the symbol of their tribe. Napi or sindal is very popular among the small ethnic groups in the Chittagong Hill tracts. A special type of beverage made from rice is more popular among the people of most ethnic groups. Thank you very much for watching and keep watching for the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.